I once stuck my hand down my pants on stage in front of an entire school.
And I'm sure we all want to hear about it. So why don't you take it
from us? Okay.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Throw back to the last episode.
No, we don't need to. It's okay.
Where
Let's
I'm
move
the
on.
toe cracker. Yeah, this is a live
my
demonstration,
God.
okay. But
Yeah,
anyways, to carry on that crackhead energy,
Yes.
to share a bit more about the story.
Yes, please. Because why? Many questions. The 5 W's. Who, what, when, where, why, and how. Actually,
Okay.
don't tell me the how. Just tell me who, what, when, where, why.
Okay, so throwback to episode 11 where I briefly mentioned this. But essentially, it was a Singapore Idol sort of thing, but for my school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But for my
Okay,
school.
this was like
No,
national TV or something. Okay,
if I
yeah.
did this on national TV, just cancel me straight.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, so went on stage and I was thinking, how do I differentiate myself from, at the time I was P4, so I was like 10. And
10.
then I was competing against several P6s.
Okay.
So 12-year-olds, 11-year-olds. So I was thinking, how do I make myself distinguished,
Of course.
from the rest of the competition? And to me, I was like, okay, I'm gonna play a catchy song, and I listened to every single lyric, and I tried to basically interpretive dance the entire song. And
This
then
is
when it
your
came,
modern dance era. Like,
yeah, that's when I really started to pop off.
Yeah, of
like
course.
TikTok
At 10
dancers,
years old.
step aside. I'm the OG.
Of course.
Okay, but so then came a line in the song. The song is "Lazy Song"
It's
by,
like, yeah,
by Bruno
okay,
Mars.
yeah.
Then it said like, stick my hand down my pants. I swear I'm a real fan. But yeah,
Turn
basically.
the TV on, put my hand in my pants.
Yeah.
Nobody's
gonna
gonna
tell me. Okay.
Girl.
Thank you.
I got you.
But
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
so then I thought, you know what? Let's just do that. So I took my hand and I didn't even stick it in my pocket. Okay, I legitimately went like waistline right in.
Oh my
I
God.
went fishing. Yeah.
I'm
So
wondering how like everyone reacted.
no,
like-
they roared.
Okay,
If I
yeah,
remember
yeah.
correctly, it might be a wrong memory, but if
Yeah,
I remember
yeah.
correctly,
Like repression,
they
like just-
roared. Yeah, and then I won.
Oh, you won?
I won the competition.
Wow.
Yeah.
What did you win? It's like a trophy?
Like a trophy, a medal, and I think that was about it. Like no cash. I'm pretty sure I won like some material prize also.
Yeah.
But no cash, nothing.
Wait, that's
but it was
crazy.
just
Okay,
at
okay.
that point it was just like, oh, ego boost.
That's
for
when you
sure.
were like, hell yeah.
Yeah,
I made the
and then
right
just go
move.
silent like the rest of my years. Yeah, so that like nobody knows who I am. But yeah.
Low key. Were your teachers not like, they were also just like fun and vibes? Like,
I think my teachers had fun. I
Yeah,
caught
yeah.
a glimpse of my discipline master
Yeah.
or mistress at the time, and she was just laughing along. So I was like,
Yeah.
oh, thank God, I'm safe.
no, but it's just because it's just like, it's just a.
It's just for shits and giggles.
yeah,
to
it's
be
a
honest.
talent show, yeah.
So
okay, so that's your, the start of your stage career.
yeah, that was a start.
Okay.
And then
What else
fast forward to secondary school, then like we ventured. I mean, okay, just for context, this whole episode is just gonna be about us sharing about our experiences on stage, maybe just to set the stage clear, if that wasn't clear enough. But we are just here to share more about our stories, about being on stage, performing, emceeing, hosting, yada, yada, yada. And I think we have quite a bit to share. Disclaimer, we are not professional hosts. We don't do this for a career. So whatever tips and advice that we
Fun advice,
give,
yeah.
it's just for shits and giggles. Feel free to take it from us. But
Not your own sound effect.
Badum-tsh. But Wen, please help me put this in. Thank you very
No,
much.
just don't. Just
Yeah.
don't even put a sound effect.
But yeah, so it's just for us to share. So
Yeah,
hopefully
yeah.
you guys can take it from us. But back to my experience.
Yeah.
I really only did a couple of gigs in secondary school, but I remember the most memorable experience in secondary school was when I co-hosted my school's 60th homecoming anniversary.
School 60th.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where basically it was like a jubilee of sorts,
Yeah,
and a lot of the big donors, beneficiaries, those who have been in my secondary school way back in the pioneer batch all came back. It's really like a homecoming, and
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
quite nice to receive them because a minister also came down. I think it's at the time senior minister.
Emeritus Senior Minister Goh Chok Tong.
Oh no! Wow,
tough.
really pulled out the portfolio title. But
Yeah,
no,
I had to say it once. That's why I was like, it's imprinted in my brain forever.
Yeah.
Mr. Goh Chok Tong, if you're watching this, love you with all my
drop a
heart.
like, share, subscribe. Yeah, but at the time I think it
You
was.
never know. Maybe he's keeping up to date. Okay,
Yeah.
maybe he's a
Maybe
Tifu
he's cool
fan.
like that, you know? If you're cool like that, hey, what's up? Welcome. But I think at the time it was like Senior Minister of State and then
Okay,
Minister of
okay.
Education also came down.
Yeah.
And it was just a very wild experience for me. But of course, me being super inexperienced at the time, I had moments where I froze on stage.
It
And it
happens,
was
yeah,
very, very like scary
Yeah.
to receive such a crowd of veterans
Of course,
in
of
their
course,
field.
yeah.
And the one thing that I remember out of the whole experience, which is quite funny, at the time my school's blazer, like one of the more prestigious blazers that they had, was in bright red,
Tough.
like this red.
That's tough.
Like
That's real
like
tough.
like this red. you know?
Okay.
And imagine that, but in a full huge blazer. I wore a blazer that was like 2 times my size.
Oh no, why?
And it had shoulder pads.
Oh,
so
you
I just
look-
looked like the Rock.
Yeah,
You
you
know,
look
like
buff
the Rock's
AF. Yeah,
built,
yeah.
but like on a chicken's body.
Okay,
you know?
okay.
Yeah, so it was quite funny to see the photos that came out of it. Put the photo here. Yeah, but yeah, so that was an experience and a half, but I think that really kickstarted the rest of the journey.
So like you were more confident on stage after that, or like what's
I think only when I got into uni,
then you
like in SMU, where I finally figured out like what my style is and then found
Okay.
my footing. But
Ah,
before we
okay.
go into that,
Okay.
let's find out more about you.
Okay,
Because
okay.
we met in SMU Broadcast and Entertainment. But before we go on to yeah, shout out to Smoothie if you're watching. I know you follow us, so like.
please.
Thank you. Okay, but yeah, so before we get there,
Yes.
what has your journey been up to, Smoothie?
On stage, I
Yeah.
think, like, okay, I think I've had quite a few experiences like on stage, just because I've always been in performing arts. No, just in general, like you're an arts kid, you got to get up there, right? So
Real.
like if you say when I'm super young, like throwback, probably just like dance performances, that sort of thing. You know, recitals. Yeah, with your,
Wow.
don't say wow. It's like every
Okay.
5-year-old kid
Oh,
like
okay.
doing ballet together, like.
Well, as a 5-year-old kid, I
usual-
didn't do that, so
Okay, fair
Yeah.
enough. But like, yeah, so you know, dance recitals, stuff like that. I think there was a point. I'm just trying to like think chronologically in my head because it all kind of revolves around the same phase of my life. So just like one after another. There was once I competed also in a talent show. It was in a mall, like in New Zealand. It's a
Wow.
local mall.
Wow.
Yeah. No, but it's
Yeah.
like it happens every year. It's
Oh, okay.
Westfield's like I can't remember what it's called now. Like something talent, whatever or something. And I was meant to do it with my best friend
Yeah.
at the time.
How cute.
I'll shout out
Okay.
her name. Go Rihanna. I don't think we talk anymore.
Rihanna?
No.
Her name's Rihanna?
Rihanna.
Rihanna, okay.
Like, yeah.
Close,
I'm not gonna
close.
dox her name, but it's fine. Like, we don't need to find her. Okay.
Okay,
Like,
okay.
shout out to you, bestie. Don't talk to you anymore, but like you're a real one. Except for the time when you ditched me for the talent competition because we were meant to sing and dance together, I think. And then she just pulled out. So I ended up going on stage and dancing myself.
Yikes. Okay, pop off queen.
Yeah, I danced to Shake It Off by
Wow.
Oh no, was it Shake It? Yeah, no. No, that song in Shake It Up. You know the TV show Shake It Up? Zendaya, yes, Bellathon. Then after that, like they're dancers. I was like, I'm a take a leaf out of their book and dance too.
Okay, you popped off. That's
Yeah,
that's why I
that's
got from
basically
it.
it.
Yup.
Yeah,
Okay,
I don't
cool,
think I
cool,
won,
cool,
but
cool.
like, it was like an interesting
Wow.
experience because it's just right smack in the middle of the mall. So it's like
Yeah.
anybody can come down and watch.
That's
yeah.
crazy, eh?
Yeah, so that was one.
The
That was when I
guts
was
to do that.
quite I think it's quite funny because I also wouldn't say I was like the most confident when I was younger. So I
Yeah.
don't really know why I did that. Maybe I thought I could win. I just had like delusion, like oh maybe I can win some money. But like okay, anyways, that was when I was young. Then grew a little bit older, went on stage. I played piano for my friend Jaden. Also shout out to her.
You
All
play
love to
piano?
you. Yes.
Oh, I don't.
Wait, was this not?
No, I don't.
Okay,
I don't.
feel like we talked about. Okay, yeah.
No, we did not.
No, like
Wait.
every Asian kid ever had some form of musical background or some teaching of some sort. Except for you?
I'm the exception in that.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
No,
Good for
I've
you. You're so
never, I've
special.
never gotten. No, I think my parents just saw that like, this kid has no musical talent, but
Okay,
he
okay.
can do sports.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
let's
so
just
they
like
just
throw him
pumped you in
outdoors,
the-
you know,
yeah,
and then
okay.
just see where nature takes him.
Yeah, fair
you know?
enough.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
look
okay.
where that got you.
Leave it down in the comments
Good.
below. Okay,
No,
wait,
okay,
so
but yeah.
grade 8 or
Oh no, I stopped after. It was a
Great.
very prolonged experience because no, because like I would keep like because I moved. So when I moved after that,
Oh, okay,
like
okay.
trying to adjust and then find
Yeah.
a good teacher, and then after that like yeah, it was just a really long experience. So I think I only got up to grade I think 6 or 7. I was
Oh,
kind of
that's
like,
not
yeah, that's it. Like, as in, I didn't really find much joy in it after that. So I was just like, okay, I'll do it for fun, and not as an actual like grading thing.
Okay.
But that, anyways, but sorry, throwback all the way to this is what secondary school in New Zealand. So I was maybe
Yeah.
like 12, 13. Yeah. So
Okay.
played piano. Basically, I joined, like I said, I joined a lot of performing arts. I played like piano. I played in the concert band / like senior orchestra as well. And I joined Filipino dance club. Like, no joke. Like, if you know cultural Filipino dancing, there's something called tinkling. It's like 2 bamboo
okay.
sticks, and they don't part like that. And you
Oh.
jump in the middle, and then there's a whole dance
You
routine.
definitely must have gotten caught in that, right?
Oh yeah, 100%. But like I
Ouch.
was good at it. Okay,
Oh,
so
okay.
but so that's what I did. And after that, like I'm trying to remember what else, but I basically did performing arts. So there was this every year annual talent show at
Yeah.
Baradine, and I had a very good friend, Jaden. She would sing, and she's a very good singer. Like really, she's in New York now, I think. Actually,
Wow.
she studies ballet, but she sings as well. Anyways,
Cool.
and then we show up on stage. I remember it was our first year. We're the youngest in the group, and after that we got on stage and we sing "Flashlight" by Jessie J. Yes.
Okay, yes. Okay.
I got all I need when I got you and
I
that
don't
one.
remember the lyrics. I only remember
So
melodies.
it was a stunning like thing for me because first of all, nobody pays attention to the piano player because like the heck you're the piano player, right? But then like the fact that people were like cheering for both of us, I was like, wow, that's crazy. And like, you know what's the best part is so
Nice.
like we start playing the song and
Yeah.
after that Jaden starts singing and everything, everyone's like screaming because also Jaden, as in I love her and all, but she's really short, like really, really short. Like I'm not even kidding you, really short. Okay, so she's shorter than me. And so you just see these 2 small ass girls competing with like the rest of these like tall 18, 19-year-olds,
Yeah.
right? And the smallest girls like come on stage, sit at this big ass random piano, and after that like pull out the like thing, and then we look up, and the whole entire like auditorium was just full of people holding out their phone flashlight. Dude, that was like like I felt like I was Nicki Minaj. Like I'm not even kidding you. Like
Yeah.
I was
You had
Nicki
your
Minaj.
moment, yeah. It was-
it's
that
like
was
because
your
you can't
moment.
even see anybody outside. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Because you're on stage. So
All you see is just a light, like a
and
sea
it
of
was a
lights.
whole auditorium, and like and at that time there was no social, as in like social media wasn't
Yeah.
a big thing, so we couldn't capture it. It's really just in my memory. Like
wow.
so, like we would talk, like to this day we still talk about it. Like holy shit, like we experienced that.
That's
That was my
cute, that's
first
cute.
year. My second year and last year, I also did the same thing again with her. But we had another friend called Jaina. She's an
Yeah.
opera singer, as in like she sings,
Whoa.
but she has talent in opera.
okay.
Yeah.
Sorry to
Her,
all
not
the
you.
sorry to all the opera singers out there. Sorry.
Yeah, but so I think we sang what's it called, that Sam Smith and John Legend song. The is it Lay Me Down? I think it's that song
Okay,
basically. Yeah.
okay.
But then for this show, same thing happened. But before that, it was a bit of a hiccup because
Oh.
the piano broke. So literally they were wheeling it out on the stage,
Holy
and then
shit.
it just broke. Like I don't know what happened or how,
How?
but the legs
strings?
just caved
the
in.
legs?
Yeah, it just caved in. So then we were like, and then I was like about to cry because I was like,
Oh, no.
and it was like my last year there, so
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh,
holy shit,
no.
yeah, like that's crazy. And then,
Yikes.
but with a sad face, that's crazy,
Yeah.
And then, but they brought out a keyboard and everything, and
Yeah.
then that was also another very special moment for me because, like, again, the whole flashlight thing happened, but it was even more like, now we've already
Yeah.
been 1 year in, we have like people support us really, and it was like, it was just a really touching moment, yeah. So
Oh,
that
that's so
was.
sweet.
Yeah, that's my performing arts stage. Other than that, I did speeches here and there, then did debate in secondary school here. So yeah, that's kind of just me.
Just you
Yapping
popping
and
out,
doing shit, yeah.
popping off on stage as
Yeah,
usual.
And then got to uni, and
Okay.
then maybe we can share about like our experience. Okay, so both of us uni, fresh into uni, no zero clue what's going on. Sees a poster and it's like, yo, kind of cool, I guess, like
Yeah.
whatever.
It's called
Said
voice
something-
personality hunt.
Yeah, so it's something like speak your voice or
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
And I was like, damn, okay, guess I will. I'm a yapper. At least that was for me. I
For
think-
me, it was just like, oh, okay, this is interesting. I want to try and put my voice up
Out
there
there,
and just see where this takes me, lah.
Yeah. Okay, so it's a hosting
Yeah.
competition. I think our stint lasted for 2-ish months.
Yeah,
And a
thereabout.
bit maybe, yeah. So during that time there's different rounds. So you do different rounds, try out different types of hosting and emceeing. So we managed to co-host an interview segment together with
Yeah.
Shaza.
Shout out to Shaza. Hi, Shaza.
Oh my gosh,
You're
she's
doing so great, sweetie.
popping off. Yeah, but okay, so yeah, we love that for you. But we
Yeah.
interviewed her because it was like it's judged, like every single round you're judged. So that was one of the segments that was to be judged. But we really had a blast during the whole
Yeah.
entire interview.
Yeah.
Like I did not know, we did not know each other right
At all,
beforehand.
yeah.
yeah.
So I think I think at the time, like to provide my perspective on things, going into the co-hosting round particularly, I didn't know how you were as as a
100%.
host. No, as a person, much less a host. So to me, it was like, okay, hopefully this goes well. And I remember like once we started rehearsing, I was like, oh, this person knows how to host. This person can banter. I think we're gonna have a good time.
No,
on camera
we had
and
like
off camera.
we had a few like Zoom calls, or like we called each other basically to try and
yeah.
figure out the script. And I think what was cool is that we both wanted to do well, like as in like not necessarily to win, but we were both like, okay, like let's put our
give a good-
100%. So we were legit like thinking of like, okay, what can we do? What if this happens? How should we make her feel more comfortable? And also, I mean, shout out to Shaza because she also really just made it like 10 times easier. Because we were like, okay, at least like not only she responding to us, but she's like responding excitedly and like with genuine.
Like it was a fun interview.
Like it felt like we were just talking with friends, you know.
I was very thankful for that, by the way.
No,
Like,
right.
She could have been like a completely dead interviewee, right? And we would be like, shit, how do we liven up?
Or she could have just been like, you know, just disinterested. Like I'm not really here for
Huge curveball.
100%.
That would be a huge curveball.
No, and the funny thing was that I think our mics like stopped working halfway through. But we like just continued talking, and then they were like, you guys can like stop, like you're not recording yet, you know, like you
it's
take a break.
fine,
And we're like, no, like
we'll just stop.
So it's really, and there was a point where we showed up in the same. Is it the same outfit?
The same fit, head to toe, the exact same fit, same color scheme, same type, same style.
Dude, it's like we twinning or something. No, we planned for like color coordination, but like
down to the T. Wow,
that was a bit much. Let me see the Instagram. You're like, oh. Carbon copy.
I'm like, whoa, okay, symmetrical.
Okay, but anyway, so then after that, I think that's when we got to know each other. And then progressed to the rest of the competition. Finished
finals,
that. And then
finals came along. How was the finals experience for you?
Oh, I think it was a good experience for me. That's when I figured out that I like doing impromptu shit. Like that's, and I think from then on, that's why I've always signed up, or rather I've always enjoyed doing impromptu gigs a lot more. But that was also interesting because it was a game show hosting, and my game was The Price is Right or something like that. So it was a lot of just like, time management, how do we do this, how do we do that?
Just a lot of things to consider, right?
Yeah, correct. And also because like it's our first time hosting, so we also have like zero clue. You're just really there for the vibes and like, okay, what do we do? Yeah. Yours was a dance. No.
Mine was guess the picture.
Oh yeah.
So basically, like we'll show like a pixel of the picture.
Yeah.
And then after that, like you get the audience members to try and guess what is this a picture of.
Yeah.
But I think for me at the time, I couldn't really enjoy the game because when you're on stage, you just have so many things to facilitate, especially when it comes to a game show, that you start to blank out and you don't really fully enjoy the experience, especially when you don't really know like how a game show is supposed to go. If it's your first time on stage, first time doing this, then you get a bit of stage fright. But then over time, I think when it came to like after you do the game, the rounds, like round after round, you start to get a bit better because it starts to get more familiar. And then the crowd also starts to pick up, and like at least we got an engaging crowd that helped us out. So I think that really helped. So that eased the nerves a bit.
And also I think the judges also were really quite like nice. Like, because they're like seated right there. So you're like, I don't want to make eye contact with you, but I got to. But like, oh my gosh, Muna, I love you. I actually love you. No, but Muna and Joshua Simon and also like Samuel Chong. Oh my gosh, Samuel Chong. Oh, amazing. Anyways, Mitsubishi. No, but
Mitsubishi.
But just that whole experience itself, I think opened up the avenue of hosting, like actually doing it as something. Because to me, it was always just like, I'm a yapper, so I'll just talk and maybe I'll sign up for things that allow me to talk. But like actually channeling it into something that like I can tangibly do in a sense. Or like I can reap somewhat of a physical reward from it, be it money or be it just the experience itself. It's like, oh shit, like, okay, this is something I didn't know.
I think that gave me the confidence. That was the starter for many events to come. And that gave me the confidence to try my hand out at different types of events. So formal, informal. I don't know about you, but for me, initially I thought formal would be more my style.
That's what everybody says. You know what I mean? Like everyone always starts off like that.
But for me, I think it especially hit because I felt like I had the voice for it. And
you have a very low, nice, like resonance.
Resonance. Okay, but anyway, so using that, I felt like formal events really brought out that side of me. But over time, I felt like as I started to do more informal events, more road shows, I felt like I feel like right now semi-formal is where I'm at,
Okay.
where it needs to have a bit of structure, somewhat of a formal tone.
Okay.
Like audience-wise, I prefer adults, but I can still have a bit of fun on stage,
Okay,
like make them
okay.
laugh a little bit. So that's for me. What about you?
Wait, let me throw back to you. Let me
Yeah.
unpack that a little bit.
Okay.
So you'd rather like have a
Catch the
seated
ball in my
down
court.
audience?
Yeah.
You'd rather have a seated down audience, like milling
Uh,
about?
okay. Personally, I prefer like my number one right now is roadshows. Because
Really?
because I
Okay.
can toss aside
That's
the script after
interesting.
the first 2 rounds of
Yeah,
saying the
yeah,
same thing, right?
yeah.
And then just figure out my way of like how do I spice up the script so that
Yeah.
people actually listen to me.
Yeah.
But after that, I prefer a seated down audience simply for logistics sake.
Okay.
Because like if they're standing up and they're talking, like let's say it's a networking event,
Yeah.
it's a bit harder to control.
Okay.
But obviously that's down to the speaker on stage lah. How well can you control such a crowd? So that tests a different sort of skills
Yeah.
which I can hone. But for me, for ease and convenience sake, I think a seated down audience is easier for me.
So what has been like your favorite thing to host thus far?
My favorite event that
Yeah.
I've hosted before,
Yeah.
aside from VPH,
Oh, really? That's considered like one of your.
yeah,
Oh,
I think
okay,
it was a
okay.
fun experience because like it's
Okay,
when I
okay.
first started out.
Right,
Yeah,
okay, yeah.
So,
enough.
okay, but I think most exciting thing, right off the top of my head, was probably either Odyssey or Open House.
Okay.
Yeah. So, okay.
That's
so,
not what I would have expected you would
Really?
say. Yeah. I thought you were going to say the sailing regatta.
Oh yeah. Okay. Shit.
Why do I know his brain better than?
Hi, Sean. Sorry, Sean. Sean's the organizer of the event. One of the vice chairperson at the time. But yeah. So okay, sailing. Oh shit.
On
No,
National
Sailing
Day.
Regatta. Sailing Regatta was fun, but I think it was just a smaller event, like
Okay.
a more chill event. But I think Odyssey like upped the ante a bit for me because so for context, Odyssey is okay. I swear I know this. Odyssey is a networking event for C-suite level and above, like members of the C-suite level and above, to mingle with members in the what is the CCA? Oh my god! What is
I'm going to kill him. It's also my CCA too.
Help! Wait, what? Mentoring circle. The mentoring
There we
circle.
go, there
Members
we
of the
go.
mentoring circle. Basic.
It's members of the CCA. I forget to start this. But members of the CCA meeting members of CC levels in different companies. I'm able to can, okay? So basically like they meet and then after that it's a chance for them to like get to know what the companies are like, what the CC level members look for, and just to get to know, it's just an opportunity. It's a networking opportunity for like-minded individuals to connect. So if they connect in terms of maybe a career path or just looking for a bit of like advice on, what's it like in the real world or when you start working, especially because we're all going into that phase soon.
So it's kind of like a mentoring session, like senior meets junior kind of, peer-to-peer thing.
You could have
Yes.
stepped in before I.
Oh, I
nearly
just
got
wanted
into
to,
a
I just wanted to
panic attack.
see the journey. Okay, but
Okay,
yes,
but
yes.
anyway, yeah. So Odyssey happened, and co-hosted with you, and
Yes.
it was fun to just like do a game show with such a huge crowd, and I think that was
Oh,
the
yeah,
first
yeah.
huge crowd, or one of the few huge crowds that we had to deal with,
Hmm.
and it was just fun to talk in front of that many people.
Hmm.
Then cut to open house where I got to do live game commentary. So like you
Okay.
imagine like, oh my god, so we see number 11, he's going towards the goal.
Oh, yes.
So it was fun to
Okay.
like get that
Oh,
experience.
that's fun. Yeah, that's real fun.
Co-hosted that with Tamya. Hi Tamya. Whoa. And we did that for floorball, I think. And it was just cool to just get that experience and just feel the energy, the adrenaline coursing through you
Yeah.
as you have to maintain such a high energy level throughout.
Mm,
Yeah.
100%.
But I think wait. So before we go on to memorable events,
Yes.
what's your favorite event that
Okay.
you have done thus far?
My favorite. Okay, maybe I'll say that my style for hosting is very much more. As in I like doing impromptu things. I like doing like having fun, doing games, etc.
Yep.
That being said, there are certain formal experiences that stand out in my mind just because it's something that I don't necessarily do, and so when I do it, it's like I almost feel like I'm like thrown out at sea, like okay, try your best, buddy, and you're like okay, sure.
Yeah.
So
Real.
yeah, so that's something that but I'm grateful for everything that's come my way because it has shown me a lot. It has taught me a lot about my own confidence and about my own self-worth and about what I think I'm good at, and then also just emceeing itself. Anyways, but favorite events, there's really a lot. I can't really, like, there's a few that come to mind. One being Voice concerts. So they've gotten me down to MC for I think 2 of their things now, and one of it was their first one was their annual concert. It happens every year. Do you a cappella? It's crazy. Like it's actually crazy. Like as in I had no idea coming into it how crazy it'd be, just because like I was like, oh, it's just an a cappella concert. But like when you see the work that is behind all of it, and on top of that, they're an a cappella group. Like it's all coming. Like they also use their voice. Yeah, and so seeing that like really come to life, I was like, that was insane to me. And also, I love music, so I was just like bopping around backstage. But that
The
was
performing arts in you all
yeah,
starting
no,
to come out
really,
again.
really, yeah. Like I should have just joined them, right? No,
You go up and be the backup dancer.
yeah, correct. No, but and then for that, it was just I think I was down like maybe 3-4 days before, like back to back to back until the actual night itself. And even the night itself, it's like we went home at midnight. Reached home at 1 a.m. Worked on the script, come back the next, like in like a few hours. You get 4 hours of sleep, but everyone's like in it together. And on top of that, they have a really, really lovely community. So all of their seniors will come back, like from like 3, 4, 5 generations back. All these different generations will come back, sing together. It's crazy, and they were also welcoming. But that to me was a big experience because that was the first time where I was, for lack of a better word, people doubted my abilities in a sense.
You gotta prove them wrong.
No, it was more so that like no, I mean yes, but like vocal coach basically said like, I don't think your style is what we're looking for. But it's like, but I'm your MC for the thing, So it's like, okay, that was the first time somebody had told me to my face like, yeah, maybe not, So how then do I like change my style or what? We work together, and then. The amazing part of that was just that whole journey of working together. First I was angry, hurt, whatever, all that yada yada. But after that I was like, okay, like she's right. She's not a vocal coach. Like she knows what she's saying,
Yeah.
So then work together and everything within 2-3 days. Gets to the final day, really had a blast on stage, audience interaction, yada yada. I say audience interaction, I can't even see the audience because it's pitch black, by the way. So like I'm just
hi,
like,
please raise your hands. Okay, I see.
I'm like, okay, so who do y'all like the most? And I like this, I'm like, please somebody answer, please. Like
You start conjuring stuff on the spot. Okay, I heard you
I
like
heard
this
her.
guy.
Yeah, correct. And then, but it went really well. And like, she came up to me afterwards and she was like, no, thank you so much. And I was like, wow, shit, like that's the best compliment I think I could have received. So I guess they liked me enough to ask me to come back to do it a second time. For their first half of the year, one of their smaller concerts. And then that was also something because the head of, can I say? Basically, the head of arts in our school came down, watched it, came up to me afterwards and said, hey, I think you did a really good job. And I was like shocked because like from what I know of what he says of other people, he's quite harsh or he has a certain style of hosting that he prefers. So I was very, very shocked. And he was like, like you should MC for AOC. And I was like, no way.
Wow.
And I was like, thanks, bestie. But okay.
AOC is one of the biggest events that SMU has to offer though.
No, but I think just in general, just seeing people supporting you along the way, that was something that that was a really good experience, or it was a journey for me, and that's something that I really treasured. But other than that, just a lot of memorable experiences in between. I do a lot of road shows, so all of it has always been very fun. And I do a lot for ICON, which is the international community in SMU. So that meeting, like I've literally made friends who still keep in touch with me on Instagram, like to this day from that event. Like they're like, shout out to Desi if you're watching. I love you, girl. She's in like Bulgaria. She's like Spain, Bulgaria.
For exchange or?
No, I think she's a student. She's Bulgarian, but she studies in Spain. Came here for exchange. Met her through an event. And a few others. Yeah, I cannot name all of them, but yeah, basically, those have been my favorite experiences. Just meeting new people and connecting with others.
That's so cool. That's so cool. You mentioned something about needing to change. Or like needing, like the vocal coach not really liking your voice, or not really liking like the sounds that she's hearing for the event. I had a similar experience, but in the latest one of the latest gigs that I've done, where I hosted for Dr. Tony Tan's book launch, and at the time, like he's our ex-president, so like they wanted a more gentle tone, which I couldn't really offer, like at the time, and I've never really tried. So for me, it was like a really big change because now I had to sound like, hi, welcome. Like spa voice.
ASMR vibes.
Yeah. So I was like, and they wanted me to do it like on the spot the day before.
Right.
So I just spent like a good hour with one of the heads who was in charge of the event to just grill out that voice in me. And thankfully on the day itself, that voice could come out and delivered it. All the ministers liked it. Great, good event.
Yeah.
So, but I think that was an interesting thing that I learned from that gig, because it showed me that adaptability and flexibility is very important when it comes to just being put on the spot.
100%.
So that was a really good experience. And I think
cheers to more hosting opportunities.
fingers crossed for
Yeah.
more. But if you want to see more, hear more, be sure to check out our YouTube at tifupod Squad. We're releasing a video every Wednesday at 7 p.m. That's right, at 7 p.m. We will see you there, be there or be square. If you want to hear more from us, be sure to let us know in the comments below. Let us know also what is your center stage experience, your center stage moment.
That's right.
But where else can they find us?
Yeah, so you can also find us on Spotify as well. We do release our episodes there every Wednesday, 7 p.m. And if you're on Instagram, we got you, because we also have our own Instagram account at tifupod Squad, where we release all our episode releases, or we have the story interactive segment. You can yak back to us, tell us what you feel about the episode itself. So we'd really love to hear what you guys have to say as well.
Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Watch all our other videos. Go to our Spotify, listen to all our videos too. But we hope that next time you guys can
Take it from us.
Bye.
Bye.
Boombaya.
Okay, Blackpink.